good morning, beautiful people. Well, this is your girl, I Slay Makeup. In today's video, we're going to do a very in-depth, I'm going to do it, and you're going to do it with me because you're going to follow along. Okay, that's how we're going to do that. But today's video is going to be about how to create a nice fall makeup look from beginning to end. That means brows, eyeshadow, and face and lashes and lips, and how to set your powders, your liquid products. Good morning, beautiful people. Well, this is your girl, I Slay Makeup, coming on here this beautiful morning to show you how to do a very detailed fall makeup look from beginning to end, brows, shadow, and face, and a nice lippy. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do these brows. So I'm going to use my brow gel, and this is from Nia Brow brow gel. It will keep your brows in place. I don't have much brow hairs, but if you are a thick brow girly, this will help your brows stay in place, okay? And this is a clear brow gel. If you have sparse, stubborn brows and you want to keep them in place, this is a good product to use. And allow your brow gel to sit on your skin for a while and dry. Don't start applying your brow product until this dries down, because then your brows are not going to look right. It's just going to, don't put anything on there wet. So I'm just letting that dry down some. I'm just pressing that into the brow hairs. Now I'm going to use my spoolie. So I do my brows first before I start on my eyeshadow. That's just the order of how I do makeup, okay? So if you want to follow my order, that's fine. So now I'm going to use this brow pencil, and it is from Shine Beauty. And this has a spoolie on it as well. So I'm going to use this one to kind of really lift up my brows and shape them. Alright. So I'm going to do my brows now. Now, I used this product yesterday, and I liked it, so let's see if I'm going to like it today. From my original brow pencils, I'm trying to give them a rest and use a new product. It's good to switch up. okay. We still like you. And this is a brow. This is a brow pencil, okay? It's not like the normal one I would use because I use eyebrow eyeliners to fill in my brows. But I'm using the actual brow pencil today, which is a little different for me. But it's okay to step out your comfort zone and try different products. That's good to try different things. So I'm going to blend this up and then blend it back. That's how that brow was looking. She a little big, but that's okay. Watch what we do. See how that look? Yes, ma'am. Notice I don't fill in right here. I come back just a little and start blending. I do not do hair-like strokes. That's just not my thing because I don't have a lot of hair, so I don't do that. But I like this brow pencil. And this is from Shine Beauty. I like this. This is nice. Brows are not twins. They are sisters and distant cousins. But don't try to make them way distance where they don't, they not kin. Okay? And I'm using the spoolie. So in the next part, we're going to clean the brows up. I'll be right back. Okay, next step is we're going to clean under the brows. And I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. And I'm using my spoolie and the tip of my spoolie to clean under my brows. And you see some product there because I use this brush like crazy. I'm going to get some new brushes really soon. And I always put the concealer on the back of my hand. That's just me. That's what I do. That's just my thing, y'all. So I take the tip of this concealer part, the brush, and I'm going to start right here, halfway in the middle. And I'm going to lay the brush down. I'm going to carve out my brows. This is called cleaning and carving out at the same time. For whatever brow shape you desire to have. See that? That's how that look. And then I'm going to take my brush. I have a concealer brush. I'm going to take my concealer brush and I'm going to just do like this here. And I have actually two brushes, so let me use my angle. I use like an angle brush to get right there and blend that concealer out halfway right here. See that? So I'm going to come back and we're going to do the eyeshadow. I'm going to have one eye done and then I'll do the other eye with you. So I'll be right back, but that's how I clean under the brows. Okay, guys, I am back. Brows are cleaned up and I did the first eyeshadow look off camera. And the palette that I use today is Huda Beauty Empowered. I'm going to show you the colors that I use in this palette. I use this color here as the transitional color. I use this brown color right here, and I also use that color right here for the lid. So the first shade I'm going to lay down is called a transitional color, and the name of the shadow that I'm using is called Legacy. And this is like a burnt orange shade because it is fall. That shade right there. So I'm going to go into my mirror because I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. So thank you for who all is taking the time to watch the video. So you see, girl, I forgot to add concealer on my eye. So in a rush. Okay, take your time, Shay. These videos that I do these before I go to work because I am a full-time makeup artist and I have a full-time job. So I do these tutorials because this is my job as well. So that's why I say full-time. I may not have clients like I used to, but God is good. So let me stay focused on the task. And I am putting this concealer all over my lid. And I'm blending this out with a blending brush. And I don't know what, let me see. It's from Macaj. Y'all can see that. I hope y'all can. I got this full set from Shein. And I'm going to put another layer of this because I want the shadow to pop, but I want it to be able to stick, my shadow to stick. I do not use eyeshadow base anymore. That's just my preference. I mean, some people use eyeshadow base, but I don't. So if you don't have eyeshadow base, use your concealer. Okay, sis? Use what you got. I want my shadow to pop, and I want the shadow to have something to stick to. Some people add powder, but I'm just like, if I'm going to add a powder shadow, it doesn't make sense. But some people do that. I don't like to put too much product because what's going to happen is your eyeshadow is going to start creasing, okay? So like I said, I started with the first shade, and I'm going to go over that shade one more time. And it's this here burnt orange shade right here. And that is called Legacy. So I'm going to come into the camera. See that? And you want to just start. You see where the line at? Let me make sure. Where the fold at? I start just pressing that. onto my lid, the top part, and that's called the crease. And I'm getting hot. I do not know why I chose this road to do this video, but I'm gonna have to take it off because I done got hot now. And we're just tapping, and I'm gonna just smooth it out some, because this is a transitional color. This is the first shade that you want to lay down. See that? And that's the crease, above the crease. If you have hooded eyes, always place your transitional shade above your crease. See, that was where the fold is, right there, right there. So let me unbutton it, tie this here thing, this here robe. Girl, done got hot. I don't have on my fan. All right. Okay. I got hot. Okay, we're going to lay down the next shade. I was looking for my brush. Here it is. Okay. And we're going to lay down the darker shade, and that is called Confident. And it's this brown shade. Let's make sure right here. Confident. See how much on there, but we're going to tap that off. Sis, don't go in. Start placing these shadows and don't tap off. So you see that fold? That's where you want to add your darker shade. And we're going to concentrate that on the outer V part of the eye right here. That's where you want to add your darker shades at. And I'm just packing this shade. Packing. See that? Packing it. I'm going to bring it over some. Right there where the socket is, that's where you want to start packing that color. See that? I'm going to go back in again and pack it. Only on the outer V part of your eye is where you want to pack this dark shade, that brown. Now this is a nice smoky fall eyeshadow look. It's subtle, not too much, but it's a subtle look. You can wear this to work. It's a very subtle look. And you see where your fold is, where those lines at? That's where you want to pack in your darker shade. And I'm going to just pack some more. And I'm using a flatter brush. See this? This is a flatter crease brush. It's flat. It gets it right here. It packs it in for me. Get brushes that's going to work for you, okay? Makeup is not hard. Keep practicing. And I'm going to just sweep that out some. And I'm going to go in with my transitional color again. Kind of blend out those harsh edges. See that? We're going to go right back in with that shade again to intensify it. And I kind of open up my eye some so I can see where I'm placing my shadow. And you want to keep it right here and bring it over just a little bit, but keep it in that socket, in that crease, in the outer V. Just keep it there. Right there. See that? So that's how your shadow should look so far. Now we're going to add a lid shade. And this shade is called Keep Going. And it's like a lighter shade. Right there. And I placed my finger in the shadow first. And I'm going to just take it and just tap it on my lid. See that? This is a nice fall look. It's so pretty, guys. It's kind of warm and orangey looking. And then I'm going to take make sure this is the brush. No. A fluffier brush. And I'm going to place some more shadow. But I'm going to bring it here in the inner corner of my eye. And kind of bring it over to Mary where that dark shade at. See that? See that? Girl, that's what you want, okay? So I'm going to add my eyeliner. But that is how the shadow is looking. This part has eyeliner. This doesn't. But it look good, y'all. And I use the Huda Beauty Empowered eyeshadow palette. So if you're interested in doing this here look here, pick up your Empowered palette by Huda Beauty. So I'll be back and I'm going to start on the face. So I'm going to do my skincare and come back with you guys because we're going to do the face. So I'll be right back. Smooches. So we did brows, cleaning up brows, and shadow. Okay, so I'll be right back. Smooches. Okay, guys, I'm back and it's time for foundation. The lashes are done because I'm a little pressed for time, but I want to do the foundation part with you. So now the foundation I'm using today, I'm using my Il Makiage. And as usual, I always put some on the back of my hand. And I'm going to just place the foundation where I want it at on my face today. I normally don't do this, but I'm going to do it today. And I changed my robe because, girl, a sister got hot. I'm telling you, even though we're cooling down, I still have little hot flashes. Menopause, honey, menopause. So I'm just placing the foundation where I want it. And I'm going to start blending this out. And I'm using a flat top foundation brush. When you're picking out your brushes, make sure you get a flat brush, a flat top brush. Foundation brush, rather. Make sure that you're blending your foundation out really good. Some people rush through, but take your time. I don't clean up the top of my brow, so I just kind of bring my foundation around the top part of my brows. And I just use a little bit on my forehead. And then I'm going to take what's left of the brush, tap the brush into the foundation that I have on the back of my hand, and I just put some on my nose. The nose don't need a lot of product, okay? So that was the foundation part. I'm going to come back and proceed with the concealer. I'll be right back. Smooches. Okay, I'm back and it's time for concealer. So it's a fall look, but I don't want a bright under eye. I want a bright eye, but not too bright. So I'm going to pick up my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. And I'm going to place it here and right here for that lift, and here. I'm not going to do any liquid or cream contour. I'm going to use bronzer today because I wanted this video to be really easy. And I'm going to place some concealer here on my forehead, here, and a little bit here on my chin. And I'm going to spray my face just a little. So this part is concealer placement and blush placement and blending. So I'm going to blend this out with my concealer brush, concealer blending brush. Now, Fawn is a good concealer if you don't want a really bright look, but you want something natural still. And that's what I was going for today. I didn't want a really bright under eye or a bright concealer look today. And y'all may hear that fan because I'm hot. Whew, if your arm not hurting, sis, you not blending. Okay, so I'm blending down the bridge of my nose because I do a nose contour, but I use bronzer. So I used a high-end foundation, and then I topped it off with my LA Girl Pro Concealer. And I'm blending this out. Make sure that you're blending out your under eye, one eye at a time. Take your time. Don't rush. And I like to blend this up for that lifted and kind of to clean the side of my eyeshadow up too. So that's a little makeup hack. When you bring your concealer this way up like that, it'll clean the sides of your shadow up for you. See that? It'll clean it up. Don't sleep on Fawn. This is a good concealer, okay? Some people don't like it, but I still like her. She the GOAT. And what I do is I bring my concealer down the bridge of my nose, and then I start blending up here. Because like I said, I do not add a lot of foundation, and I don't clean the top part of my brows, so I just bring my concealer around. And hair want to get in the way. Come on now, hair. And I'm going to take my foundation brush and blend the edges of that concealer out. because we want to be blended, okay? We don't want people to see what we ain't, what we didn't blend, okay? You're going to be looking crazy in the streets. So then I take my foundation brush and I blend out the concealer even more. Blend those edges out. Blend, 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 sister girl. I know it's a lot of blending, but guess what? It's going to pay off because your makeup going to be on fleek, okay? Remember, this is a fall eyeshadow and makeup look. So, we did brows, shadow, foundation, and this is the concealer part. So, I think I'm going to do concealer and blush together because I got to set my under eyes real fast. Okay, so this is going to be the concealer and blush part. And the blush that I'm using today is the Milani Cream Blush. Honey, if you don't know about Milani blushes, y'all need to know. And I'm going to take this here fluffy concealer brush because I'm going to just add a little bit. Now, blush, okay. Sis, it don't need to be so like bam in your face. I'm going to show you a subtle blush and I'm putting it right on my cheeks. You see how subtle that is? Subtle. Make your blush subtle. You don't need it to be looking, sis, you don't need it to be looking crazy, okay? See that? We got some blush on, but it's subtle. That's why a lot of people give me compliments. And yeah, I'm going to toot my own horn because this is a gift. And it took me to pray. Every time I do my makeup, I pray and ask God to guide me. So that's why I get compliments, because makeup is supposed to enhance your features, not have you looking like a clown. Okay, we can't be having that. So the blush is on, and that's subtle. You see that? Blush is on. But me, I'm going to put just a little bit more on my cheeks because I'm a little extra. Little subtle blush. Subtle. Okay, guys, I'm going to be back, and I'm going to set the face with you. So I'll be right back, okay? Smooches. Okay, guys, I'm back. And now it's time to set the face. But we're going to do bronzer. And I'm using this here bronzer that I used yesterday. And this is this shade here. Oh, my God. It is so nice. And it is called Rem Beauty. Now, why I want to act like you don't want to? Oh, okay. So I'm going to do my bronzer. And I'm using this bronzer brush here. And I'm setting that right up under the blush. Bronzer just gives warmth. It do not contour. It does not contour your face. It gives you warmth. So your makeup won't look bland, sis, okay? You need warmth. Because we done added foundation. And sometimes the foundation will wash you out. Okay? That's all we doing. Girl. Now I'm going to do my nose contour right quick. Let the brush be here. We ain't got to search too much for you today, ma'am. Yes, I be talking to my products, y'all. I know. All right, is this it? That don't look like that's it. I be having my stuff set up and then it just don't be what I need it to be. Okay, here you go, girl. So I'm going to contour my nose with bronzer. That just top tier, and I bring it down just a little, okay? This is a pretty look. I like it. And we're bringing it down just a little to define the nose. And I like to bring mine above, underneath my brows some. Girl, you talk about a look. Honey, that's a look. Girl. I know. And my stomach over here growling. And then I take my powder brush and I just sweep that down. All right. And now I'm going to add some blush in a minute. Let me go back into my what you call it? Where did it go? Now I can't find my top. Oh, here it is. I'm going to use some more Laura Mercier powder. Now the rest of it fell, but I'm going to chisel this out some. See that? For that snatch look, okay? For the snatch look. We need it just a little bit. Just a little bit. Girl. Look. Snatched. Yes, ma'am. Now my powder fell on the floor. Let me see if I could get it. It don't fell too far. It's under the bed. So now the blush. We're just going to set everything. I'm not going to break the video up no more. So we're setting the blush. And I'm using my Il Makiage Baked Blush. This is such a pretty blush. I'm telling you, it's so pretty. It is just pretty, pretty, pretty. I like pretty stuff. So I'm going to go into with my big fluffy brush. Tap off. And we're just going to place that blush right. Look, girl. And it's a powdered blush, but it's got a sheen in it. Because baked blushes leave like a sheen to it. Like a shine. But it's pretty, girl. That's all you need is a little bit of that. See that blood? Girl. So now we're going to use our finishing powder. I'm going to have to get... If y'all see my setup over here, stuff done started falling. So I'm going to use my... Where are you? I ain't got time to search. I love using Black Radiance Soft Focus finishing powder. A finishing powder just finishes off your look, okay? It just sets the tone, make everything nice and blended in one. So I'm using my Black Radiance Soft Focus finishing powder in the shade what is this? Creamy Bronze. Okay, let me go back into it. Almost finished, y'all. 11:51, because the girl gotta go. So we're just setting everything, all of the makeup, okay? That's why it's called finishing powder, because it's gonna finish off your makeup, set it, have it looking pretty all day, okay? Yes, ma'am. Girl. That is so pretty. It's not powdery. It's a real light feel. It doesn't make your face feel heavy. That's why I like using the Black Radiance powder. Now we lost a little bit of that contour shade, well, bronzer. Go back in. If you lose it, just go back in. Pop, pop, pop. Yes. All right, we're going to do a lippy right quick. Get my little lip liners here. And we're going to set the face. Okay, 11:53. So, guys, I hope that you learned something. And I'm using my lip liner. Where is this from? Here. Bissa. Baisha. I don't know. Child, y'all be coming up with these names. I know it's original, but when I come out with my line, it's going to be I Slay Makeup, okay? Look, when I come out with my makeup line, it's going to be the bomb. So, I'm just lining my lips. And I love this lip liner. It glides on so nice. And I kind of feel my lower lip because I have little teeny lips, y'all. So that's a trick for you to have little small lips. Line the bottom part too, because that'll make your lips full. Okay? That's a little tip. I didn't go to school for nothing that I do. The Holy Ghost taught me. I watched some videos, but they went too fast. So I say when I start doing tutorials, I want to talk to you ladies, be in depth, give you a little comedy. Because sometimes the people, they just so stiff. Oh well. And I'm going to use my lipstick I used yesterday, and it is this shade here. I don't know the name of it, but it's pretty, and I'm going to use it today again. It's a real subtle nude lipstick. This is a nice, subtle, soft fall makeup look. Guys, get into it. Everything came out so good. Don't be an oversprayer like me, because your girl be spraying. But I done had this for a month, and it's lasting. And this is the Maybelline Lasting Fixing Spray. Honey, I'm going to have to get another bottle. But, honey, I am finished. Okay, my eye. Something. What is going on with that? My eyelash. Wait a minute. Ooh, child. My hair done got over there. But, guys, get into the look. We used the palette today, coming from Empowered, Huda Beauty Empowered. I'm going to go over the shades one more time because the eyeshadow was the start of the show, and we used this here orangey, burnt orange color. We use this here light color right here, and we use that brown color. So we use 3 colors to create this nice subtle fall makeup look, guys. If you want to know the products, just comment in the comment section and I'll tell you. But Huda Beauty Empowered was the eyeshadow look today. Okay, you want to know the other products, just comment in the comment section and I will give you the name of the products. Okay, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Stuff over here falling. I gotta fix my vanity before I go to work. But guys, this is the ending look. Okay. Have a wonderful day. Smooches.